Daimler Chrysler Dodge Assembly Plant in Detroit, Michigan. Skilled workers fashion vehicles made from raw earthly elements. Hardened steel, molten glass, tailored naga hide. Van after van rolls off the assembly line, awaiting shipment to their assigned showrooms. However, today is not just any day. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a dark thunderstorm fills the sky. A holy lightning bolt breaks through the clouds. All electrical circuits are melted, and the van is transformed into a living, thinking being. In this moment of fire and water, church fan better than your van, church fan better than your van, a youth group van with a holy plan, church fan better than your van, driving around all over town, for fun and sun and Puget Sound. He knows just how to get around, cause he's church van. Church van better than your van, church van better than your van, church van better than your van, church van.
Wow. Good morning, church fan. Thanks for driving all night.
Good morning, Michael. Those youth group lock-ins can be really draining, can't they?
You've got that right. I'm glad headquarters programmed that auto drive unit into you.
Happy to be of service, Michael. That's what I'm here for.
Where are we, church fan?
Seattle, Washington, Michael. I drove all night at 180 miles an hour from yesterday's mission in Kansas. Oh, Michael, we have a message coming in from Miss Katie at headquarters. It must be our new mission.
Great, let's patch her through.
Good morning, church van. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Katie.
What you got for us, Miss Katie?
Here's your assignment. 1,500 Lutheran youth are here in Seattle for the Western States Youth Gathering. This Saturday, they all have a day to explore Seattle. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to show them around town. Show them some of the fun things to do in and around Seattle. And be sure to tell them what color bus to take from SPU. We don't want anyone getting lost. Do you choose to accept this mission?
But where do I start? It's such a big city. All the people and buildings and cars and coffee shops. I might get lost. I don't even know the difference between a Vente and a Grande.
Settle down, Michael. Get a hold of yourself. I am Church Van.
Church van.
And I'm just the van for the job. Just leave it to me. This is why I was brought to life and given my superhero abilities to help serve others. With great horsepower comes great responsibility.
Fine, we accept, Katie.
Great. Start with the most obvious place, the Seattle Center, home of the Space Needle, the Pacific Science Center, EMP, Fun Forest, and other great attractions. When you're done, report back to me.
Will do, Miss Katie.
All right, Michael, you heard her. Let's head to Seattle Center. Well, here we are, Michael, right outside the Space Needle and EMP at the Seattle Center.
What's the EMP?
It's the Experience Music Project, Michael. They don't allow cars inside, so I've never been there myself. Here are some hip young teenagers. Let's ask them if they'll show us around.
Excuse me, but are you people from around these parts?
Why, yes, we are. We're Lutheran Youth in North Seattle, and we're here for the Western States Youth Gathering. Who are you?
I'm Michael, and this is my van, Church Van. We're also here for the Western States Youth Gathering. Would you guys mind showing us around a bit?
Sure, we'd love to.
Let's start with the EMP, since we're right here.
The EMP is a rock and roll museum.
Besides the great exhibits and memorabilia, we can even start a rock band.
I'll play Freebird.
Outside the EMP, you'll find thrilling games and rides at the Fun Forest Amusement Park.
Church van is enough of a ride for me, but the games sound fun.
And then next door, you can check out the IMAX Theater. You can catch an IMAX film and tour the exhibits at the Pacific Science Center, including the Laser Dome.
Now that's what I'm talking about. But all this activity is going to get pretty tiring. What do we do when we get hungry?
Well, unfortunately, Church Fan, there's no gas stations at the Seattle Center. But for the rest of you, there's a food court in the center house. There you'll find any kind of human food your stomach desires.
After grabbing a bite, you have several options. You could visit the Seattle Center fountain.
I could definitely use some cooling off, especially when I'm with the ladies.
Ha! Good one, Michael!
You could also take a ride on the duck. Take a tour on one of the ducks at Seattle's Ducks, located across the street from the EMP. The ducks are a great way to see the city, both by land and sea.
I have a cousin that works for them. His name is Church Duck.
Ha! Good one, church van.
If you're looking for a great view without spending money at the station, you'll catch the 13 bus over to Cary Park. From there, you'll be rewarded with amazing views of Elliott Bay, the Olympic Mountains, and downtown Seattle. You might even see Mount Rainier.
So where do I go if I want to ride the monorail?
That's easy.
From the Fun Forest, you can catch the monorail to Westlake Center, home of great shopping and food. From Westlake Center, it's a quick jaunt over to GameWorks, home of hundreds of video and action games.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Definitely. It sounds like there's a ton of things to do at the Seattle Center, but how are the Western States youth going to get there? We've got your wills, but how are they supposed to get there from SPU?
Good point, Michael. We've arranged for transportation from SPU with 3 color-coded bus routes. All day on Saturday, buses will be leaving from outside SPU to transport you to various parts of the city. The Seattle Center route is the orange route.
Will the buses be marked?
Of course! Each bus will have colored signs in the front window. The color of the sign indicates the route. Oh, Michael, we have another message coming in from Miss Katie.
Hello again, Michael. Hello, church van.
Hello, Miss Katie.
Thanks for telling us about Seattle Center. You've done a fine job. I wanted to make sure your viewers also knew about Fremont. Fremont is a funky little neighborhood of shops, restaurants, and odd statues. If you go, you can see an authentic statue of Lenin, the Fremont Rocket, and the world's largest troll, located underneath the Aurora Avenue Bridge. You can also take a nice stroll along the canal. I only mention it because Fremont is also served by the Seattle Center Orange Route.
That's right. The orange route leaves from SPU every 15 to 20 minutes. If you want to visit Fremont, be sure to catch the orange bus that leaves at the beginning of every hour.
Seattle sure is interesting. I can't wait to see the rest of the city. Giant trolls, wacky statues. What's next? A church van that talks?
Oh, good one. Yeah, funny.
Church van.